Hey guys, so we are still learning to write equations to solve multi-step problems. So when we solve multi-step problems, it can be helpful to write an equation. When we write an equation, we are writing number sentences to solve a problem that use an equal sign to show that two equations have the same value. All right, just like we were practicing yesterday, we are going to circle, be boxing in keywords, and underlining our questions. So there are 96 students on a field trip. The boys and girls ride in separate vans. There are 16 students riding in each van. The boys fill 2 vans. How many vans are needed for the girls? So, how many vans are needed for the girls? I'm going to look here at some of my keywords, one of which is each van. So each is a keyword that can mean multiply or divide. But I know I'm putting it into groups. I also know that it says like the boys and girls, so that could be a clue word for me too. I may need to add at some point to figure out how many boys and girls there are, possibly. But they ride in separate vans. There are 16 students riding in each van. The boys fill 2 vans. How many are needed for the girl? So the first thing we need to figure out is how many boys are on the field trip. And I know that there are 16 students in each van and that the boys filled 2 of those vans. So that means I have to multiply 16 times 2. And 16 times 2 is going to equal 32. So there are 32 boys on this field trip. So how many girls are on the field trip? I know there are 96 students. So I'm going to write this out to the side. I know there's 96 students and that there are 32 of those students are boys. So I need to find out how many girls there are. So we could have also drawn a little diagram like this, knowing that there's 96. And then I know that there's going to be a group of boys and a group of girls, right? And that's going to bring us our total. And there are 32 boys. So in order to find out how many girls there are, I need to subtract. So 96 minus 32 is going to equal my girls. So there are 64 girls. My last question is how many vans are needed for the girls? So we said that each van was going to be a key that I needed to multiply or divide. I actually did do both. I multiplied the first time, but now I need to divide because what I have, so if I draw my bar diagram here, I have a total of 64 girls, and I know that they're going to be in vans of 16, and I need to figure out how many vans that needs to get to 64. So I can think to myself, 16 times V equals 64. So we have multiple ways we can do that. We can divide, which is probably the easiest, but 16 divided by 4 is also kind of difficult to do. So what I'm actually going to do is add 16 until I get to 64. So plus 16 equals 32 plus 16 equals 48 plus 16 equals 64. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 16s, so they need 4 fans for the girl. Guys, we talked about this. These problems are very difficult. So if you are struggling with them, that is okay. We're going to work through it. Let's do another one together. A lacrosse coach has $275 to spend on equipment. He buys 3 goals that are $75 each. I'm going to go ahead and box in my each because I know that's a clue word for me. Mouth guards cost $5 each. How many mouth guards can the coach buy? So the first thing I need to figure out is how much did this coach spend on goals? And I know he got 3 goals and each goal was $75. So I'm going to do 75 times 3. So that's going to be $225. that he spent on goals. So now I need to figure out how much money is left. I started off with 275. I spent 225 on goals. So I'm going to go 275 minus 225. I have $50 left. So now I can figure out how many mouth guards. I have $50 left to spend. Each mouth guard is $5. So I'm going to do 50 divided by 5. And I know my tens, so I know that I can buy 10 mouth guards. Again, this is super difficult, you guys. I know you can do it. Just stop and think about the problems and the steps we need to take. Let me know if you need any help.